Okay, so there's this trend on TikTok, another trend. This one pertains to people referring to their race, and then they'll say something controversial or something that you're not allowed to do allegedly in that race. So, for example, you'll say, I'm black and I'm not afraid to admit that I voted for Trump, or I'm Latino and I'm not afraid to admit that I don't date white people or black people. Something controversial to stir up some stuff, right? And all of these things, they started firestorm in the comment sections. You have a lot of people co-signing, you have people arguing about it. So there are two specific ones that I found and I want to react to with you guys about I'm black. So let's go ahead and get into what these guys have to say.
And I'm scared to admit trend is probably one of the greatest trends that's ever happened on TikTok. Because we finally have black people calling out exactly what's wrong with the black community. And it's sick and long.
Uh-oh.
In this video, I basically want to talk about black gangs. Black gangs have basically terrorized the entire black community since the 90s. And it has to
Facts.
stop. Like, imagine
Before
going to
then.
a neighborhood you've never been to. Some 40-year-old guy walks out of his mama's house and says, "Hey, where you from, cuz? Where you from, blood? You ain't supposed to be out here. This is my block. You live with your mama. She rents. She doesn't even own the house. This is the block of the government. What are you talking about?" So you mean to tell me if I call your landlord right now, he'll say DD Double G Grizzle of Blood Gang owns this entire block? I think not. Like, we really have grown-ass men, unemployed, standing around doing nothing all day except terrorizing random black citizens. Call them out?
Facts. I've been saying this for years, man. You go to these neighborhoods like where I grew up, got a bunch of grown ass men just standing there, pants hanging down, ass out, drinking, smoking. Ain't nobody got a job. Ain't nobody got anything else to do. Nothing productive going on. They just out there. And they're very hostile, often very hostile. You look at them the wrong way. They don't recognize you. Sometimes you're wearing the wrong clothes. You're wearing the wrong color shirt. Hey, what are you doing here, cuz? What's up? They try to fight you. Like, what the hell is going on?
You're an Uncle Tom.
Yep.
If I'm an
Can't
Uncle
call them
Tom,
out.
You're a black Triple K member. These will be the main black people talking about F the police. F the police. We don't need the police. They'll steal from you and expect you not to call the police. I'm calling the police so I can get my crap back, and you can go to jail so you can't do this to another person. And another thing, what the frick is up with all these people wearing shiesties during, like, summertime and springtime and fall? I could see wearing a shiesty if it's like...
That's a ski mask, basically. And yeah, you see a lot of cats running around. You stop at the gas station, want to get a soda and some Reese's while you're pumping gas, and you walk in there and you'll run into like 3 or 4 dudes just wearing ski masks. Like, what the hell is going on there? I'm about to get robbed? I don't know. You probably are about to get robbed. So, probably want to get gas somewhere else.
like less than 30 degrees outside so you can cover the rest of your face. But these dudes will be wearing shiesties in the summertime and mean mugging people at freaking Dunkin' Donuts and shit. We're at Dunkin' Donuts. You have no option here. You just got a glazed donut with extra cinnamon. Shut up.
Man, great comments. He's going to have a lot of co-signers, but there are a lot of people who live in these lifestyles, this toxic culture. That's what I call it. Toxic black culture. With the toxic music, we got people who don't value education at all. That includes the parents. Always committing crimes, want to rob, want to have gang wars, just shooting into people's windows and stuff, killing little kids. You call them out, oh, you're a snitch. Oh, you're an Uncle Tom. How dare you say this? This has been going on in these hoods forever. And these people come out and say, oh, if you're a black Republican, oh, something wrong with you. You voted for Trump, something wrong with you. You're an Uncle Tom. You calling out these people, you snitching? Are you an Uncle Tom? You want to be white? But when the gang members go there robbing stores, causing riots, businesses getting shut down, they have no smoke for those people. Zero at all. So let's look at one more. Let me react to one more.
Seeing this trend about black people talking about black people from the hood. I'm from the hood. I grew up in South Central LA, but I currently live in the suburbs. You know, I have an interesting perspective on the topic because I've seen both sides of the coin. And one thing I can say is I do think that our culture glorifies the hood too much. I think our culture glorifies hood and street dudes too much. From my perspective and from my opinion, there's nothing good about the hood. Nothing. I've heard some creators on here like kind of defending it, saying that they're feeling offended by this and stuff, and that's like, you should be offended by being in those circumstances. You should be offended by that being a reality for black people. It's normal for people to not like that shit. It took me a while to understand that. Like, I'm not saying like you sell your soul, or you become an Uncle Tom or nothing like that. Because we grow up in that shit, we think it's normal. I told my mom when I moved to Orange County, California, that it was too quiet out here and I missed the gunshots and sirens. You know how ignorant that sounds? The stuff that we got used to over there.
Yeah, so the only Uncle Toms there are people who promote this toxic culture. People who call you out. You want to do something productive with your life. You're talking English properly. Oh, you're an Uncle Tom. Why you sound like that? Why you not sounding like a slave? Why don't you talk like a slave? Wow, man, why are you wearing a suit and a tie? What the hell is wrong with you? Don't you know that you should be wearing some gym shorts and sagging with your drawers showing? How dare you dress like that? What's wrong with you? Why do you want to leave the hood? People in the hood sitting on edge for no reason at all. You just have to randomly get up, pick out the blinds to see who's out there. You have no idea what the hell is going on. And this is almost all black on black violence that's going on over there. These people have no smoke, like I said, have no smoke for this black on black violence. Old ladies getting robbed, getting mugged. Old ladies coming from the pharmacy getting mugged by other black dudes. They ain't got nothing to say. But let it be a police officer who works for a black person, you'll see protests. And when you call this out, yeah, you're an Uncle Tom. The only Uncle Toms are these people who sit there promoting this type of lifestyle and then try to talk bad about you because you want to do something better.
There, we think it's normal, and it's just not. The ways that people live in the hood shouldn't exist for nobody. Nobody should be living like that. It's not even just that. I've heard some people ignorantly say that it only affects the people who are in street stuff or who are living that lifestyle, and that's a complete fucking lie. If that was the case, nobody would have a problem with the street shit.
Right.
All that shit affects everyone else. And the thing is that those people are the minority within the hood.
Right. So I think you guys get the gist of it. And yeah, he is right about one thing. I often hear a lot of people who are not from these environments. They'll say, well, it's only 6% of the population committing 50% of the crime. Not even 6%, not even close. So 6% represents all black men, right? All black men aren't doing these crimes. It's a tiny, tiny fraction of a percentage of hoodlums who are doing this. Most of these people, black men, black women, they're just normal, everyday citizens who live in these neighborhoods, but they just happen to share an environment with these hoodlums. A small fraction of the population committing all these crimes, running amok in the neighborhood, destroying businesses, scaring off investors. That's why these neighborhoods stay in abject poverty. That's one of the reasons, because nobody wants to come there and invest. And oftentimes you have somebody who's from the hood go out and make a little bit of money. They'll come back 15, 20 years later and they'll say, you know what, it's a food desert. We need a black-owned grocery store over here, and I got enough money. I'm going to invest in this old building. I'm going to open this black-owned grocery store because we need it. Guess what's going to happen? They are going to get robbed by those same black people in the hood. They're going to get robbed out of business. People leave the hood, and then they'll come back 10 years later. They got a Beamer, Mercedes. They're going to get mugged. They're going to get carjacked or something, because not only do you have jealousy going on, you have just a lot of pure ignorance. It's a cultural toxic cancer in these black neighborhoods. And yeah, I think this whole trend is a good thing, because finally some of these people have the guts to call out what they see. People have been afraid to say what they think because they don't want to get called an Uncle Tom. They don't want to say, oh, you whitewash, oh, you're a Trump supporter, what's wrong with you, you hate your own people. No, call this out. The lack of education, the crime, the toxic music, the way people present themselves, talking like slaves and dressing horrifically, all needs to be called out. Let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. Let me know what you think about the trend. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think more black people should come out and call out what they see in these toxic neighborhoods? And what do you have to say about the people who grow up and they flee these neighborhoods, and oftentimes they flee and never look back? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Share the video. Thanks for watching.